Nadeshot taken to a slew of podcasts over the past couple of weeks, and of course, I got to pick and pull my content. Please go check him out, guys. Not only Nadeshot, Hector Rodriguez, even Logan Paul's Impulsive podcast with Nadeshot. So many great things being taken away from this. I thought a short video out there because a while back I talked about in a very short video getting a job in esports. It's now Nadeshot's advice for getting a job in esports as a professional player, just how hard it truly is, especially nowadays as we see a rising slew of talent, even younger and younger than they were many years ago when Nadeshot made his attempt. He gives his advice to all of you guys out there in what he calls a dog-eat-dog world where networking and relationships mean a lot. For all of you rising pro players out there or wannabe pro players, here is Nadeshot's advice on going pro in esports.
Who is grinding every single day and wants to be a professional gamer but doesn't have that it factor. Is there an it factor?
Networking. I mean, like, you could be really good or you could be okay. You might not be the cream of the crop, like at that top level. And I never was, but I was really good at leveraging teammates to put together the right roster, right? Because there's always players I surrounded myself that were better than me. And it was just like, all right, I've got the resources. I'm on one of the biggest teams. Now we can go get the best players. I mean, it's tough when kids ask me, like, how do I go pro? How do I do this? It's really just relationships, playing with people that are better than you.
Interesting.
Acclimating yourself to how good they are. And then when you get better than them, you go find some new teammates. It's kind of like a dog-eat-dog world.
Like
Absolutely.
You showed up to a point where you gave yourself a safety net or a layer of financial freedom that allowed you that chance at it. And I always talk about that. Make sure that you are set up for both success in your next pursuit, but also for failure. If your next pursuit doesn't work out, have your fallback, have your main job, or have that money that's going to get you through that period. I think there's too many people out there that look at an opportunity like professional gaming as like a pipe dream chance that they're just going to take.
Yeah, it's that itself is dangerous because there's a lot of people that are just, I quit everything. Like, they'll send me tweets, say, hey, I quit everything. I bought like the setup. I'm streaming 10 hours a day. How do I get there?
I was going to ask,
brother, what are you doing? Courage is a perfect example, right? So Courage was going to school full time. Yep. He ended up graduating, but while he was going to school, he was interning at Major League Gaming in downtown New York.
Love it.
And he was just like a production assistant. And then one day, one of the main casters for the Call of Duty event, he was sick, couldn't come into the office. And then they were looking around, like, what do we do? He's like, I think I could do it. And then that was just the beginning.
Right place,
That's
right
awesome.
time.
That's awesome.
He interned there for months.
Yeah.
He was still going to school, making sure his future was set. He had a route to go down, and then it just popped off, and he made the opportunity what it is today. It's some astronomical odds to now get to the point where you could be like a top like 25 player in any game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, but
it's possible.
It is possible.
Yeah.
Like Tfue is a perfect example too. He was one of the best H1Z1 players, and he wasn't followed by anybody. Nobody watched him. And then FaZe Clan came around, Fortnite came around, and his name was like in the bucket about, okay, this guy's really good. He's not on a team yet.
Right.
And then he finally got the opportunity to play for FaZe Clan. Then the drama went down. He got banned from Twitch. He exploded even further beyond that. It's all timing.
Yeah.
But it's nowadays, if I were to try to do what I did 10 years ago, I don't think I'd be able to do it.
Wow.
Because it really is about the relationships and how good you are.
Yeah.
And you could be really, really good, but if you don't have the relationships or at least an in with the right person, it's kind of like an old guard that is really, really difficult to break into.
And I really cannot speak from any point of example for you guys. Of course, when it comes for a job in esports, I got very lucky. So maybe to add a slight piece of advice, which you guys, again, maybe would not care about, he really kind of paints the picture of really how minuscule the odds are, how hard it is to rise, as even if you are just talented, there has to be something additionally to differentiate yourself. I can tell you guys from my business background, I did go to college, I got a couple business degrees, and even then I really did not differentiate from anyone when applying for business internships and jobs. I got turned away from countless handfuls of business jobs. When it came for my esports job here at Esports Talk, luckily enough, I had a background because I had been making CSGO news videos for a couple of years. That was what differentiated me from any other applicants, and that's how I landed this, again, very, very lucky job to have all of you guys somehow watching me and hearing me talk day in and day out. I am utterly, utterly lucky to be in the shoes I am, as so are many pro players out there. To what Nadeshot alludes to, you need to know people, right? You have to be willing to sacrifice not only, things in your personal life, but sacrifice as you do climb potential teammates and other dog eat dog type characteristics, which it really does kind of paint a better picture of how hard it is to be a pro player out there, especially nowadays where everyone is just that good. You seemingly have to know people, have to do things that get people to notice you and to know you. I think it's great advice, and of course, best of luck to all of you guys out there. I love thinking that someone watching this video right now is someone I'll be covering years down the line if I can keep my job and if you guys keep on grinding as well. Until next time, take care. What do you think about this? Drink that water, drink that coffee, stay hydrated, okay? It's very important, especially if you want to be a pro. Stay hydrated. Until next time, take care. I'll see you guys back here sometime very soon.